The 2019 Lincoln Nautilus. Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Lincoln in Salina, Kansas. In this video, we're going to go over the standard equipment and optional equipment on this base or standard trim of the 2019 Lincoln Nautilus. Of course, Lincoln Nautilus is new for 2019, all new redesign. Kind of switched that over from MKX to the Nautilus, and they've done a great job on this. A couple things that I'm really surprised on even this standard equipment vehicle that's going to be standard throughout the board, and that wasn't available in the MKX Premier. And so I really love this. I think you're going to like it as well. This will be a little thorough video, so if you're watching this on YouTube, check the timestamps down below as well as the prices for the different standalone options we're going to talk about at the end of the video. They'll be all listed down in the description, as well as when we get the other trim, the select and the reserve videos, we're going to have those available down there in the description too. So again, hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to go ahead and start with the safety equipment, get that out of the way, and then we're going to walk around the vehicle and show you the styling as we go around the different around the outside and get to the inside here. So safety equipment first. This does have, of course, on your airbags, dual stage front airbags for the driver and front passenger. They're going to deploy different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle, whether it be the driver or front passenger. Also, the driver's going to have a knee airbag coming down from the column there to protect them from that steering column from any front collision, as well as there's going to be a glove box integrated knee airbag for the front passenger as well. So it's going to protect their knees as well up there. There's going to be a side impact airbag for the front seats for the driver and front passenger to protect them from those side collisions. There's also going to be the rollover, those side curtain airbags that will come down and protect with rollover sensors as well for everyone in the vehicle, so on those outside seats. So great ways to protect you. It is going to come with some great systems as well, like Advanced Track with roll stability control to help you keep you on your intended path and not roll over. So you're going into those curves a little too tight or too fast, or maybe if it's a slick driving road, it's going to use that Advanced Track to keep you on your intended path. So I think you'll all appreciate the safety features of that. Also, if you do have an accident and you're off the road, it does have SOS post-crash alert system that's going to honk the horns and flash the lights so people know you're off the road. And it's also going to have 911 assist that allows you to Bluetooth your phone and connect it, so that way you can call 911 directly if you're in an accident instead of having to rely on OnStar, third-party provider there. So some great features there. Also, for those in the back, for those kids that are back here, we do have that latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children that help you secure those car seats into those two outbound seats, as well as you do have the child safety locks, those on these outside, both these doors here on this side, so that way the kids can't open those doors if you have those child locks on. So great ways, some great safety features. Also does have your EPAS, electronic power assist steering. That's going to really make it a lot easier when you're steering at slow speeds, and then when you're on the highway, that wind's not going to push you from the side to side. So let's go ahead now, cover some of that safety features. Let's move to the front, kind of talk about the engine that's on this as well as the styling. So first I want to talk about under the hood here. We do have, of course, this can come standard in front wheel drive, but you can get the optional all-wheel drive as well. That is going to be available even on the standard trim of the Nautilus. It is going to come with all-wheel drive disconnect, and that just allows you, because normally all-wheel drives, it's all-wheel drive all the time. And all-wheel drive disconnect allows you to be able to disconnect the all-wheel drive if you need to. You should be able to do that in your settings screen there. Also, the standard engine, the only engine available for your Nautilus and this Nautilus trim here is going to be the 2.0 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that's going to deliver 245 horsepower, 275 pound-feet of torque. And it is also going to come with your auto start-stop technology. And what's great about that is when you pull up to the stop sign, stop light, you press the brake, it's going to go ahead and shut the vehicle off. As soon as you release the brake, it's going to go and turn it back on even before you can transition over to the gas pedal, so it's ready to go for you. If for some reason you don't want to deactivate that on that trip, you can just press that little A with the circle around it there on the dash just to the right of the screen, and it'll disable that for that trip. Also, for a lot of the Lincoln lineups, as well as we're seeing that the Ford Edge, is the new 8-speed automatic transmission. So that it will have select shift as well. And that 8-speed is geared just perfectly for this to give you some great performance. And the select shift means that you can put it in the sport mode or the S mode there at the bottom of your push button shift there, and it's going to go ahead and allow you to shift it like a manual transmission using the paddle shifters that are located behind the steering wheel. You'll have the down and up there located, so you can go ahead and shift that like a manual transmission. Also comes in handy if you happen to be in the mountains and you need to come down that hill. It'll help you being able to shift it into low that way and being able to gear down as you're going down that hill. So now let's go ahead and talk about some of the styling here on the front. Of course, love the grille here. It is a satin finish repeating Lincoln emblem grille here with the chrome surround. So it looks real sharp here on the front of the vehicle. Also, you'll notice the chrome accents throughout. So you'll see chrome accents around over here that kind of wrap around. High gloss finish in several spots there in the middle, the lower part of that front fascia down there. The only molded in black that you're going to see is down here in the front part of this. That's that front skid plate. That just protects it from rock chips and such like that, because you don't really want that painted under there. Also, your headlights. LED headlights are standard equipment on these, auto on off as well. So that means when you have an auto setting, they're going to come on automatically when it gets dark and turn off when it gets light. Also, you're going to see LED signature lighting under there that's going to light up. We're going to show you an impact on the Lincoln Embrace here in just a second as we move around to the side on how you're going to see that impacted. But it'll stay on even when your headlights aren't on. Those LED lights will light up. It lets people know they have a luxury vehicle coming their way. Also, the LED turn signal, those amber turn signal lights are going to be located right under here too. That just looks real sharp. Even some nice high gloss finish in those headlight assembly too, give it a nice luxury look here on the front. Now, something else I want to kind of talk about before we move around to the side is something that's going to be rolling out as new for 2019 model year vehicles, and that is going to be the Co-Pilot 360, and that's going to have 5 great safety features. That's going to be standard equipment on even your base trim of all your Lincoln vehicles. And that's going to include the pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. So what's great about that is it's going to detect pedestrians as well as vehicles. If you're not stopping, if they're going much slower than you, you're not hitting your brakes, it's going to use a series of lights on the dash and tones that you need to stop and hit your brakes. And if you don't, it's going to initiate brake support as well to go along with that. So a really great way to really protect you, and also detects those pedestrians as well. Also, you're going to get your lane keeping system here. I love this system. It does have several different warnings with this system. One of them being a driver alert warning. And so if you're taking your hands off the steering wheel too often, it'll detect that. It'll make a little chime at you and let you know you need to be more alert. Even puts a little message on your dash up there. Also, you have your lane keeping alert. So if you leave your lane departure warning, it's going to go ahead and vibrate the steering wheel and let you know that you've left your lane or you're leaving your lane. Also, though, what's great about this one is it does have the assist to go along with that. So what that's going to do is if you have it in the assist or the aid, it will actually keep you in your lane. Use torque vectoring to keep you within your lane. So if you go too close over there, it'll try to keep you in that lane as long as it can see those lanes from the little sensor up here. So that's a great system. I really love that. Also, auto high beam. Now there's LED as well up here. Auto high beam works a lot like your automatic headlights. So if there's no one in front of you, it's dark enough, it's going to turn those high beams on. If you're in the city lights or there's somebody approaches you, it's going to automatically turn those off. And that is a feature that you can deactivate or activate in your settings screen under the lighting section there, under the vehicle section. So that's something that can be activated that way. Also, the blind spot detection with cross traffic alert. So what's great about that is if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of your mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. Also, as you're backing up, if someone's going to cross your path behind you, it's going to alert you with a light in that mirror and let you know which side they're coming from. Puts a message on the dash telling you if they're coming from the left or the right in a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. Love this system and how it works together with the cross traffic alert as you're backing up as well. I think you'll really love that feature too. Also, rear view camera as well. So as you're backing up, you're going to be able to see behind you. You're going to see that in your screen. We'll get into the interior features in just a little bit on what that's going to look like. But backing up, you're going to be able to see behind you. So that all goes together hand in hand as part of this Co-Pilot 360. Now, one of the things you're going to notice with this is the Lincoln Embrace. So when you first walk up to the vehicle, you're going to see the welcome sequences, what I like to call it, what they used to call it, and that's going to be a series of LED lights that welcome you to the vehicle. And I don't know if you noticed, but as we approach these, the signature lighting in here faded up over underneath. Also, all your door handles are going to light up with LED backlighting in them as well. And you're going to get this Lincoln welcome mat beside the vehicle. So this is a welcome detection as well to go along with that. So it detects as I approach close to the vehicle and welcomes me with those series of LEDs. There's also going to be LEDs in the tail lights you probably couldn't see from that angle that are going to light up across the back of the tailgate as well. So love the Lincoln Embrace. One of the favorite features of a Lincoln vehicle is to really welcome you to the vehicle, and it just looks dynamic at nighttime when you approach your Lincoln vehicle. The standard wheel is going to be an 18-inch premium painted aluminum wheel, so a really multi-spoke wheel there, and a very good luxury design and look with that Lincoln center cap in there. The nameplate here on the side that we're seeing roll out in a lot of other Lincoln vehicles. Love the chrome accent under there. This here is more of a flat finish here. I think when you go to black label, it becomes more of a gloss look to it here on the side, but it really gives it a nice detailed look here on the side of the vehicle. You'll notice the mirrors are folded in, so even on the standard equipment Nautilus, you're going to have the auto fold mirrors that when you lock the vehicle are going to be folded here inside into the vehicle here. LED turn signal indicators here on the outside of those mirrors as well, so that way they're going to see that you're wanting to turn not only from there on the front, but also on these mirrors here. Power heated glass as well, so it's going to help defrost that glass in the wintertime. It does have auto dimming driver's side view mirror. And what that's going to come in handy is when those cars want to pass you with those bright lights around you, they're going to those lights won't blind you. It'll automatically dim those lights in that driver's side view mirror over here. Also, you're going to have the security approach step that's going to put that welcome mat beside the vehicle there. Body color door handles, as you see here, does have intelligent access, so it allows me to leave that key fob in my pocket. Just walk up, put my hands in the door handle, it's going to unlock the vehicle. You can set up in your settings to unlock just the driver's door or all four of the doors. It's really up to your preference there. And then when you get out of the vehicle, you just press the ridges on any of the doors, and it's going to lock the vehicle up and auto fold that mirror. In fact, let's go ahead and demonstrate how that works. When you first get in the vehicle and shut the door, it's going to fold the mirror out into place, so even before you start the vehicle. And then when you get out of the vehicle and lock it up, you'll see they're going to fold in towards the glass or towards the side of the vehicle there. This does have the invisible keypad here on the pillar, and the reason for that, with a keyless entry, maybe you won't need that, but if you want to leave the keys inside the vehicle or access the vehicle without the keys, you can set your own special code to get in and out of the vehicle. And I like that it kind of disappears just a little bit, so that way a lot of people won't realize it has a keypad entry unless they know more about these vehicles like this. So having that right there looks real nice. Also, around this window, you're going to see the chrome accent as well as on the lower rocker molding. You do have that molded in down there to protect it because this is an SUV. You might get some rocks that are going to kick up under there, so that I want to protect the side of those that way. But I love the nice chrome accent that they added to that here at the bottom. And then privacy glass here in these back windows as well as the back glass just keeps it really keeps it a little bit cooler for those on the inside, but looks real nice on the vehicle as well. Now we're moving to the back of the vehicle, where you're going to see back here a body colored rear spoiler that really sticks out here and gives it a nice sport utility look. A high gloss black finish underneath there, and they come down to the side. It does have your rear defrost with rear wiper back here as well, and the center high mounted stoplight is going to be integrated in there real nicely. I love how they've redesigned that. Here in the back, you're going to have your LED tail lights with the LED turn signals as well, or your brake lights. So that's and your backup lights, I'm sorry, are LEDs too. So real nice look here in the back. We kind of got a clip of the little LEDs that come clear across the back, and then your brake lights are going to light up a little bigger here on the outsides of those. Love the Lincoln lettering, chrome Lincoln lettering with the chrome applique underneath there, and there's even chrome accents inside those LED lights as well. Rear view camera that also has a washer on it too. I didn't mention that earlier, so that'll keep that free and clean all the time there for you. Reverse sensing back here, so as you're backing up, you're going to be able to not only see behind you, but you're going to get alert if you get too close to anything. Your reflectors are going to be integrated right in between the bumper and the lower part, which is the molded in back here. And back here you have kind of a satin finish on that rear skid plate with a chrome tip dual exhaust that's integrated into the bottom part of that fascia there. This does have, now I really like that the Nautilus has been upgraded from the MKX. It really bothered me on the MKX that you couldn't even get power liftgate on the base trim. You had to go up to the Select or even the Reserve to get that. Now on the Select, not only do you get power liftgate, but you have hands-free liftgate, so you have foot activated. So have that key fob in my pocket, just give it a kick, and it's going to go ahead and open it up. So I love that. Now if you want to use it, there's a button under here. There's right there where you can go ahead and power it up, or you can use the remote too. Now you'll notice it kind of stopped right here. You can adjust the height of this for shorter people and taller people. I'm going to go ahead and lift it up, and then all you do is you press and hold, and that's where that's going to stop every time now, unless I change it. So press and hold it until it beeps there. So that you can adjust. So I want to point that out. In here, you're going to see in the cargo area, not only is it carpeted in the floor, and the seat backs, but also the sides over here too. So to make it a little bit quieter in the vehicle with some noise cancellation. In fact, this does have active noise control too to keep it quieter. You have laminated front glass as well as the side ones, I believe, too, to help it keep it quieter in there. It kind of works like active noise canceling headphones to keep it quieter in there, so you can just have that nice enjoyable ride. And Lincoln vehicles are going to seem so much quieter to you than any other vehicle because of some of those things that they put in the system in here. You will see in here too, there are some hooks on the side over here, as well as loops on the bottom. You do have cargo netting that you can put the cargo net back there, put the smaller items in there that normally would roll around, footballs, basketballs, whatever it might be, soccer balls, that kind of thing. You can locate those in there. We do have the carpeted mats in here. You will get carpeted mats for the footwells in the front seat, as well as the footwells in the back seat back there too. And then under here, you have a kind of a cargo management system in here with the spare tire. You do have an aluminum mini spare wheel in here, not like the ones you have on the vehicle, but it is at least aluminum there. And then you're going to see the cargo management system there. Plenty of places to store different things, little compartments, so those smaller items, maybe the jumper cables, the blankets, that kind of thing that you want to have in here for safety in case something happens. You can put those under here, and so you will always have them in there, and that cargo netting is actually down in there. That's where it's been stored. So having that little cargo management system under there. Also here you're going to see the 40-60 split bench seat. Right now they're kind of in that upright position, but those can recline back. In fact, I'm going to give you a clip right now showing you that the 60% side, how far that will recline back for you as well. And then we'll also fold forward. So if you need to have something a little bit longer to put in here, you can lay those down. You don't have to go around and pull any levers on the side of the seats. You can do that right back here with these auto fold switches over here. So they are auto release. So you just press it and hold it, and it's going to go ahead and release the seat to fall forward. So it's not a power fold seat like I first said. It is actually a power release for you back here too. And by those buttons right there too, you're going to also see a power point back here too, so you can power those different devices, plus the light back here that illuminates back here. We'll see one big speaker over here on the right. We're going to talk about the audio system as we move to the interior, which I think we've covered everything here on the outside. So let's go ahead and move inside now. Now moving to the interior, this does have two color interiors for the Nautilus trim here. The first one I want to talk about is the cappuccino interior. This has that cappuccino, so you're going to have your dark brown kind of at the top and the top of the doors, as well as your armrest and the console cover and steering wheel. And then that lower tan is on the bottom part of that, as well as your seats. So that's what the cappuccino interior is going to look like. You can also get the ebony interior, which is going to be all black. So there won't be a two-tone. It'll be the upper part of the dash as well as the lower part of the seats are going to be ebony, all ebony interior throughout the vehicle. Now I want to give you a clip of the dash. You can kind of see what that looks like. You can see that aluminum brushed finish around the doors, on the steering wheel, on both sides of the console as well. Leather wrapped steering wheel. Did a gorgeous look to the interior, but I wanted to kind of give you a close-up of what that looks like throughout the vehicle. Now your seats here are going to be the Lincoln, those soft touch seats that they had for the MKX in these seats. Heated seats for the driver and front passenger up here, as well as dual 10-way power seats, including your power recline and power lumbar for the driver and front passenger. Back seats 3 back there. I do have the armrest laid down, so you can see there in the middle that those cup holders can get pushed out from the top there, give you a couple cup holders. Behind the console, you're going to see vents for air conditioning and your climate control, as well as down below there's a little opening back there. You just open that door. You're going to have 2 USB ports as well as a power point. So plenty of ways for people to be able to power those devices there in the rear seat. Here on the door, you're going to have your power windows, locks, mirror switches, including auto one touch for those front windows there. So you're going to have the driver memory for 3 different drivers. Now, that's going to memorize the position of your mirror as well as your seat. And I love how this works because it works hand in hand with the easy and entry exit seat. What that means is when you have the vehicle turned off, the seat's going to kind of be back like it is right now with me. And then when you hit that push button start to start the vehicle, it's going to move the seat into position of the last driver that drove the vehicle. If that's not you and you have yours saved, you just press your number and it's going to adjust it on the fly for you. So I love how that works. A nice luxury feature there for you. Leather wrap steering wheel, as we mentioned. It does have the manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so just have that lever under here. You just lower it down and it'll go up and down, forward and back, so real easy to adjust for you there. On the steering wheel, you have your cruise control there on the left of the steering wheel. On the right of the steering wheel, you're going to see some settings controls, your display, where you can make and receive phone calls. You can, I think, mute your music right there too, as well as you can see some other different settings right there. On the top part, you're going to see on the left is going to be your audio controls, so volume as well as controls for switching from those pre-settings on your radio there. The right side is going to be what you're going to use to go ahead. First, the one on the right is your Bluetooth button, but the rest of that is going to control the productivity screen in here we're going to talk about next. 12-inch LCD screen here, standard equipment on your Nautilus. I think that's just fabulous. We're seeing on the Continental and the Navigator, now coming through to the new Nautilus as well. Very dynamic screen here where you can see everything real easily. 12 inches throughout there, just a great digital display for your instrument, your settings, everything right there where you can see it easily, and just a great look that you can adjust there and change that I think you're really going to like there. Your climate control, I like how that looks as well. It is a very aesthetic look when you have the vehicle turned off. You can't see the words or the emblems for your climate control. You hit that push button start to start it, which is just positioned to the left of your climate. You're going to see all the LED backlighting, light everything up, giving you a very dynamic look here. You can light those up. You don't have to worry about them wearing off over time because they're not written, they're not painted onto those buttons or switches, so it's going to last longer for you. Dual zone climate as well, so the driver and front passenger can have 2 different temperatures there. And then to the right of your climate control, you're going to see an auto hold button that when you press that, it's going to hold the brake. So if you want to rest your foot at a stoplight, you could do that as well. Or maybe if you're on a hill and you're worried about being able to transition from the brake to the gas and it drifting back, you can hit that button too. And then you have a switch out to the right, just like in the MKX, for your glove box, so the driver or front passenger can reach that. They just press that button and it's going to go ahead and open up that glove box so you can get to that. So that's right there as well. For your audio controls, AM, FM, MP3 player, CD as well. It's a 10-speaker audio sound system with a subwoofer. Also comes with Sirius XM traffic, or Sirius XM satellite radio as well. 6-month subscription for free, and then you'll have to get your own subscription there. And it's going to come with the 8-inch touchscreen Sync 3 system where you can make or receive phone calls. You can control your audio, your climate through those that screen there. That's where you see your backup camera come into view as well. And then this does have the Android, Apple, and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I don't know why I would get those mixed up. That system is available as part of the Sync 3 screen where you can go ahead and have that infrastructure, the interface for your Apple or your Android phone there on the screen if you like that. Those Apple phones will need to plug in. We have USB ports we're going to talk about in a little bit where you can plug those Apple phones in to get that. The Android phones, you just have to Bluetooth them into the system here. To the left of that screen there is where you're going to see your push button shift right there, just like we would see in the MKX. And to the right is where that the auto start stop deactivation button is, as well as your hazard light there. A couple open slots there for some features that will be available on your select and reserve models when you go on up to those. Up here on the mirror, you do have a frameless mirror. Also as a new, we did see that on, I think, the Continental and the Navigator, now brought over to the Nautilus. Well, they'll probably roll that out on all their vehicles. Auto dimming as well, rear view mirror, so that means it's going to dim that mirror if those cars want to come behind you with those bright lights, kind of like the driver's mirror does over here. And then the overhead console here, you do have a sunglass bin. You can open that up, put smaller those sunglasses in there and store them up there, as well as you're going to see the controls there for those overhead lights as well. And right now we have those lights turned off because of this video here. We're going to talk about this media hub next. This little door here, you just kind of slide that open, and then you're going to see in here a compartment to put some things in, but there is a USB port right there, and that's where you can plug in that smartphone. If you want to use the Apple CarPlay in here, you can be able to plug it in, use it right there, and position that phone right in there. Also, let's talk about a couple different shelves. There's one right here with a PowerPoint that's actually, they moved it to the left side over here so the driver could use it, I suppose. Nice little tray to put some things in there, smaller items, and then a tray under here. And I love the Lincoln star in there with that grip material there, so that way it won't slide, and hopefully big enough for those purses to go in there. That was their goal there on that, so a big enough area for that purse so you don't have to put it on the floor or the seat or anything like that. The console in here, we have 2 different switches. So if you press the switch on the left, it's going to go ahead and open it up, so you have a shallow tray right here with where you maybe put some smaller items, keys, that kind of thing right there. If you press the right switch, what it's going to do is it's going to hold that tray up against the back of that, so you can get to the entire console here. You'll notice in there's a coin tray towards the back, as well as a USB port and a PowerPoint. That's where the 4th PowerPoint is going to be located in there, and there's even little grooves here for those cords to come through so they won't get pinched from the console. So some great equipment in here and great flexibility. The only other thing I want to talk about real quick before we talk about standalone options is the Lincoln Connect. Lincoln Connect is a free way for you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Lincoln Way app. It's a free app you download, you put your vehicle in there, also then you go ahead and activate the modem in the vehicle after you do that. So that way it knows that it's that you're physically in the vehicle and be able to use that system. What's great about it is you can remote start the vehicle from anywhere using that app. You can also schedule remote start times to start weekdays at a certain time if you want to, or weekends. You can schedule those out. I love using that part of it and having my vehicle remote start, because I always forget to do that in the morning, and then I go out and I have to spend 15 minutes defrosting the windshield. So that's a great feature to have. Also, you can not only schedule remote start times, you can unlock your vehicle. You can locate your vehicle on the maps. If you come out from that concert or that game and you can't remember what section you parked in, look on the app. You can find your vehicle in the slew of other vehicles that are out there, and then you can do all kinds of other great features. Seeing the service of your vehicle, like what kind of how much gas you have in your vehicle, how your oil life is, how your tire pressure is on the services of that, and you can schedule service through that app as well. So great thing. Definitely want to make sure you download the app and you connect your modem as well on your vehicle, so that way you can get benefits of all those features as well through there. And starting in April, they're going to also give you special rewards through the app, and it's going to be a owner reward system or a loyalty system as well. The more you use services and vehicles and push some special services for you for money that you can use at your Ford dealership, or Lincoln dealership I should say, to be able to get different things there. So I think you'll really appreciate that. Also, I did kind of mention remote start, but you do get remote start on the remote. So that's a real nice, if you're close enough, you can go ahead and use the remote start to remote start the vehicle. So the remote here does have the key inside. You can press a button on the back and there's the key, so if it does die, you can still get in the vehicle using the key right there in the remote. But also you have your unlock, lock, and you have remote start. You would just lock the vehicle, press the remote start twice, and I love how that works, because then it'll light up the remote and let you know that it started and light up green. Then if you press and hold that remote start, it'll shut the vehicle off and light up red and let you know. So it's pretty simple. If it's green, your vehicle's running. If it's red, it's not running. And then of course your power liftgate switch, if you want to use the remote as you get closer, you can do that as well. And then a hazard, so if there's someone close to it or you need to find your vehicle, you can press that too. So some great features here in the vehicle. Now these are all standard equipment, so let's go ahead and talk about a couple different standalone options that are available too. Now on the standard trim, there aren't a lot of standalone options in different packages. If you're wanting some different driver assist package and some technology package, you want to go up to either select or the reserve for those. And when we get some more of those select and reserve vehicles in, we'll get videos on those as well. There are 3 standalone options, and there's some accessories we're going to talk about towards the end here. Now one of the options you can get is a engine block heater, and we see that on all of the Ford and Lincoln vehicles, especially if you want to plug the vehicle in using your own extension cord to keep that engine warm in the winter time at night. If you're maybe not in a garage or have it parked in the garage, then you can get the engine block heater as a standalone option. Also, you can get some different tires. If you typically put snow chains on your tires, you can get a snow chain capable tire that's available as well. So make sure, if you plan on doing that you order your Nautilus vehicle with those tires. Also, you can get some side rails. They are the satin finish side rails that are going to go up here without the crossbars. That can be available as a standalone option as well to kind of dress up the top of the roof there. So those are your 3 standalone options on this trim. There are some accessories. Now these accessories can be ordered from the factory if you want to, and if you do, they're going to be shipped to the dealership ahead of time, and the dealer will actually install them or put them in them. One of them is just installing some accessories, and the other one would actually be replacing those headrests. So let's go ahead and cover some of those. You can also order them after you get your vehicle through your Lincoln parts department as well. So first one talk about is the cargo accessory mat. It's a cargo accessory package with a mat. So basically what you're going to get is an all-weather mat in the back of the cargo area back there. So it kind of goes in there. It's a tray-like mat. It's not reversible. It's an all-weather mat that goes in to protect the cargo area. You can also get the floor liners to go along with that. So the floor liners are going to be in there in the footwells in the front seat as well as the back seat. You'll still get your carpeted mats as well, but those floor liners will help protect it, especially in the wintertime from snow and wet feet and muddy feet and that kind of thing. Also, you can get a rear bumper protector. So that's going to go on the back of that, especially if you tend to drop things on the back of the cargo area. This is a good package to get you that rear bumper protector as well back there. You can also get the Lincoln Play rear entertainment system. So that is real nice. It's going to replace the headrest that you're currently on here for the Lincoln Play headrest. So those are the nice system that came out in your Lincoln Navigator that can be put in this vehicle. There are dual headrest players there. There are rear seat entertainment, not just a DVD, because it's a Lincoln Play with DVD, so you can put DVDs in those. You can also plug in HDMI cables. You can also, if you have media on a SD card or a thumb drive, you can plug those in as well and play those through that system, as well as several other different, like a Sling system, as well as some of those other ones that are out there on the market that you can actually program those things in there, and they go right into it. You use an app, I believe, to be able to program those in there. So it's a great system that you can order with this vehicle as well. So that's all your standalone options as well as your accessories. I like to end my videos talking about the warranties, and the Lincoln warranties are fabulous on these. They're a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, as well as you get a 4-year, 50,000-mile pickup and delivery, and that would include roadside assistance along with that. And pickup delivery means that if you schedule a service appointment, you live within, I think it's now 50 miles from the dealership, they'll pick your vehicle up for a Lincoln service, leave you a Lincoln loaner, and service your vehicle and bring it back to you. And you can program that right through the app, like we talked about earlier, if you want to. So that's a great service. Also, you're going to get a 6-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty as well. So great warranties on these Lincoln vehicles. A lot of times people tend to go with the Lincoln just because of the great warranties that are on them. So you're going to have that on each one of your vehicles. If you'd like to check out our Lincoln inventory, you can go to our Lincoln website, McArthurLincoln.com. There in each one of our vehicles, you can check for availability, schedule test drive, you can see pictures, you can also pull up these original window stickers. We also have a spin on all of our vehicles, so you can rotate it around like a 360 degrees on the outside, as well as an inside, so you can spin that vehicle around and so you can see the ceiling, the side, even the rear seats using that too. So that's a great product that we have on our website. You can check that out. Also check out our great Lincoln pricing. We do price our vehicles a little bit different than other Lincoln dealerships, so definitely check that out. A lot of our prices will include all of the rebates as well included in there from our zip code. So you can give us a call or send us a text message at 785-378-5031 or toll free 1-800-874-6316 if you want to check the rebates for your zip code and see if they match with ours, or if you just want to check the availability on the vehicle and schedule that for a test drive. So definitely check us out, give us a call if you have any questions, and I hope you really enjoyed this video on the 2019 Lincoln Nautilus. I want to thank all of our YouTube subscribers and viewers that are watching this video on YouTube. We do have a special offer that we do on all of our Lincoln vehicles, and that is going to be free shipping to your door if you live within the 48 states outside of Alaska and Hawaii and you finance a vehicle with us. We're very transparent about that. The shipping does cost us money, but we do have a lot of people that want to buy a great vehicle, making sure they get the vehicle ordered the way they want to from a dealership that knows their product like we do here, and so they feel comfortable with that, but because of the distance, it's not feasible for them. So we've got to go ahead and include free shipping. We do ask you finance it with us because the lenders will give us a kickback, so that way we can cover some of the costs, but that cost isn't incurred onto you. And a lot of times on some of the Lincoln vehicles, you can get 0% right now, as well as the current rebate. So definitely check that out. Give us a call or send us a text message at 785-378-5031 if you would like to go ahead and pursue that. Also, thanks for watching this video. I ask you if you have any questions, comment down below. I do read those comments, I respond to those comments, and I love getting that feedback. If you did like this video, go ahead and smash that like button and let other people know it's a great video they need to watch. I'd really appreciate it, and it really helps out the channel. If you'd like to reach out to me on social media, you can find me at Tim Bartz. I'm on Facebook or Twitter. I'm just at Tim Bartz, and you can find me there, and so you can interact with me that way as well. So I love interacting with the community and seeing what they have to say. So definitely like getting that feedback. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, go ahead. You can hit that red subscribe button that's at the bottom of the video, or at the end of this video, you're going to see our logo in the middle. Just go ahead and click on that, and you get subscribed. If you hit the notification bell, you also get notified every time we have a new video uploaded to our channel, so definitely take advantage of that. Also, at the end of this video, you're going to see a couple different playlists. One of them is our entire 2019 Lincoln presentations that we're doing. We're going through all the Lincoln vehicles, as well as the other one's going to be the rest of the Nautilus list. So right now, this is the only video, so we'll actually have probably the most recent upload for our channel. But then after that, once we get to select and reserve, we'll have those in a playlist that'll be located down here as well. So again, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one.